Let's go.
Let's see what the update is on this.
Denied.
See what the update is on
For
this
real.
situation.
For sure.
I couldn't wait to come in here and talk to y'all about Jeezy and Jeannie, because we may have spoken about it briefly, but then more details came out. And the details were, we are separating not because of infidelity, but because of different family values. Yeah. Someone with knowledge close to the source says.
Yeah. What their quote was, like you said, someone with knowledge close to them, said they didn't agree on certain family values and expectations. They had different views and each felt like their needs weren't being completely met.
Now, I read that, and the first thing I thought, assuming that that's true, is, damn, you don't talk about family values before you get married?
I was going to ask.
I thought a lot of people don't.
So real quick, we're just going to pause and start it back up in a minute. But he has a point. I actually kind of felt this way. Like, how do you jump into something like marriage without knowing these things? Or it could be that they did know these things, but they figured, they'll work through it while the marriage is happening, and eventually they'll be happy. What do you think about just jumping into a marriage without being fully satisfied with every angle that you may not be satisfied with that could cause a divorce?
I think, truthfully, as a man, you got to be a complete idiot not to vet a woman when it comes to her traditions. The whole purpose when a man was going to court a woman was when kingdoms wanted to be a part of your kingdom, they would send their daughters, right? So the king, who's a prince, not a king yet, but he's a prince, he would sit down and have 3 to 4 women put in front of him, and each family had a name. They had something of value, right? So he could choose the best princess, and they'll be king and queen eventually. But I think you'll be an idiot not to vet a woman to know her tradition and her mindset towards family. Because if you go into the relationship and you both have separate views, it's never going to work. And obviously, I can tell you this: I truly believe they didn't care. They both are entertainers. They're both thinking, you know what, we can make it work.
Yeah, that's what I was saying. I think that's what happened. I think they maybe knew enough about each other to get married and figured they could just work through it while they're married, and eventually they'll both be satisfied. But one of them wasn't satisfied. So
I'm gonna tell you this right now, and we get back into this video because it's very interesting. Let me tell you something too. This is for the women, and these are for the young girls, because the old girls ain't gonna tell you shit. These women in their mid-30s don't give a fuck. They already surpassed. I believe we had a young girl on the show, and she already saying at 16, these women had 38 bodies. What the fuck? So, Brittany, what's her name, Renner?
Yeah, Brittany Renner claims she's at 35. But who
good
really
job.
knows?
You're doing a good job, Brittany Renner. If you at 35 and these girls already banging at 38,
The 16-year-old
at
beat her.
16, it's crazy. That right there gave me chills. I was so upset. I was like, every parent need to go to jail. But anyway, I'm going to say it like this, and then we get back into this video. When you go into a relationship with the man, fuck your traditions. Fuck your ideas and even your religion. I'm sorry. Let me tell you something. If a woman's not willing to even convert over into another religion for you, she ain't worth shit. Okay? I'm just telling you, if the value of love, the true commitment to a man is basically giving up all what's value to you. She didn't want to do that. She went into a relationship still trying to hold her power. And that's the problem, bro. You made a bad calculated decision dealing with a woman who thinks she's a boss. That's what happens. Period.
I think there's some more as well that caused it. It was a number of things, and I think let's pick up where we left off and see if they get into it.
What caused is a bitch
The other
acting
causes.
like a boss and constantly talking and yelling and screaming. No man's going to accept that shit. Let's get back into the video.
Stop.
As a
if
grown
that's the
man.
That was a
example
different
in that.
situation.
Yeah, I was
Totally.
yeah.
When you
What
start,
you mean?
All right, so both of them.
Why is it different?
She was getting construction on her house, so
getting
she
a
was.
house
It don't. Okay, got it.
That wasn't
But-
her moving in because y'all had a kid. That's a different situation.
You are famous. Jeezy's famous.
Got it.
He's touring.
Jeannie's
He's
famous.
Huh?
She's famous too.
No, I ain't get there yet.
Okay.
We
Wait.
know you go.
Ooh.
we
No,
know-
no, no,
Hey, yo,
Big male, women's rights.
Beyonce's famous.
no,
Women are famous too.
Mel,
I'm
what's
gonna mute up for a second.
Mel, no.
I'm gonna mute up.
Mel.
Make your point.
Jeezy's touring.
Sorry.
He got a book out. He moving around a lot. She's famous.
We
She's
received
super
that.
busy. So
Got
now you might have a grandparent
You're
coming
right.
as opposed to
Yeah,
the nanny living
You are
with
absolutely
Yes.
right.
Yes.
You
feel
are
comfortable.
absolutely right.
There you go.
They said a few months later her brother moved in.
Nah, Roscoe.
Really?
Roscoe
Wait,
gotta get
that happened?
Oh shit.
Wayne got to go.
I'm not lying.
Roscoe got to get.
No, not Wayne.
Wayne.
Not
Brother
Wayne.
moved in.
Not Ross.
he gotta
He got to get out of here.
I ain't gonna hold you.
Stop.
Yo,
Stop
call
it.
the nigga.
So real quick, before we play the rest of this, that has to do with it. I mean, her family moving in.
Well, when you let me tell you something, bro. I dated a couple Asians in my life, and they're very family oriented. Where the daughter goes, sometimes the family goes. And I would tell you right now, you have to be in a position of power. And I'm not saying Jeezy's not in a position of power, but obviously, man, you can't control a crazy bitch. I'm just telling you, you men think you can control these type of women. These women have fell off a cliff. They're not coming back. Listen to me. They have fell off a cliff. They're not coming back. Okay? Because once a woman becomes a millionaire and she's self-made and she felt like she did it by herself, you're not equal to her. That's just that's how women operate. So I understand why men do it. You want to get with a woman that's driven and motivated like you. But there's certain women who just gonna be an Oprah. It's just the way it is. And you can't change it. I mean, stupid. But I don't understand. Jeezy, man, listen, you can go anywhere in the world and find a 7, an 8, and a 9 who will be submissive, who's not gonna argue and fight with you. This woman says she has an anger issue. Red flag. Okay? If a woman have tantrum, red flag. If a woman disrespect a waitress, red flag. If she talk stuff around, like she talk shit around her friends, red flag. If she talk behind her friends back to you, red flag. All these red flags is in front of men, and men don't care because you have no value. And sometimes, let me tell you something. It's the man inside the spirit where I can't speak for Young Jeezy. I can only tell you, listen, bro, I know Jeezy has to have options. He lives in Atlanta. You know what I mean? There's a lot of options in Atlanta. There's a lot of options all over the world when you're a multimillionaire. So
I think he just wants more privacy, and it's hard to have that, especially if you want to do it on your own or have it with your wife when you got her whole family living there.
you
That's
cannot
what's
do it
happening.
with Western women. That's the issue, though, man. You can't do it with Western women. These women have fell off a cliff. I'm sorry to be the bearer of bad news. These women are going to die alone. Kevin Samuel, rest in peace, bro. He has told women before we did, 5, 7, 8 years ago, that if you don't settle for the guy who's just good to you, you're going to lose, because this is what's happening. I sat down with a black girl a couple of days ago. We was out and having a good conversation. Very beautiful woman. She's argumentative. She's combative. She's very attractive, but it's all red flags. Listen, she likes me, but I'm cool because, listen, red flag. She's very beautiful. I'm talking about, like, to be her age, good Lord, she's 24. But she combative. She consistently argues. And when you tell her, when you tell her to stop that, she just argues more. It's just, some men can't accept that. I don't have to accept that. Me personally, I don't have to accept that. So, you know what I mean? At the end of the day, You got to just make better decisions than the women you vet, bro. Young Jeezy took a L, and he needs to run away. Never let, bro, don't ever go back unless she's 100% willing to shut the fuck up and look pretty in the corner. And listen, a lot of you women shoot yourself in the foot. I am not trying to be disrespectful to women. Listen to me. This is not a shot to women. I love women. Without you, we wouldn't be here. But some of you need just to look pretty and shut the fuck up. That's why the girl at McDonald's or the waitress somewhere in some state that works at a shitty job, she's getting wifed up, and you sitting there mad because you're not getting that treatment. She's a waitress. She's a regular chick. She works at Goodwill. She's not special. She's just not. And she doesn't act special. And she's very attractive. Some of them are natural. Some girls invest into their look, but she has a shitty job. You have some type of status. You are an entertainer. You are an actress. You a model. You somebody special into the world. Why is the guy not wifing you bitches up? All you supermodels on Instagram are not getting wifed up, but you getting ran through by demons. But the girl from the local fast food restaurant is outbeating you. And you don't want to know why. The reason why is because she know how to shut the fuck up, look pretty. It's that simple.
They won't do that, though, because they look down on others like that. So they feel like, why would I take advice from somebody that's a peasant compared to me?
Exactly. And this is why I tell Young Jeezy or any other man, look outside the West. Trust me, there's a lot of women in the world, bro, and they are fucking submissive. They don't fight. And it's not even an imagination. This is not a dream. This is reality. If you got millions of dollars, bro, you can go to Cape Town. It's not expensive to live there. You can buy a nice home for $1 million and live like a king. I mean, you can go so many places in motherfucking, like I wouldn't go to Spain. Spain is very expensive, but go to Portugal. Unbelievable place, right? You can go, I wouldn't go to London. London is as bad as the United States. But there's places, I mean, London would be a good, buy a condo, right? And live there like 1 month out of the year. And go to the downtown London district. The most beautiful black, white women you would ever see with an accent, right? And you come there as an American, bro, they eating you up. They're eating you up. You know what I'm saying? It's just guys don't ball like that in London. They don't. And there's ballers in London. I mean, it's amazing. You can go so many places, right? You can go to Sweden. You can go to Madrid. A lot of these guys don't understand that they are in control, but it's the Western women, bro. It's just some men are comfortable where they are, bro. Some men are comfortable, and you are used to community pussy. It's just the way it is. You're used to sharing the same girl. You're used to being with the same chick, and y'all fighting over the same nasty-ass chick who's like Brittany Reiner. Did I say that right? That's her name?
That's close enough.
So
let's see if there's anything else that caused this problem, and we can move on after this. Let's see the end of this video.
Yeah.
And we're not.
How
we're
gotta go?
bleeping it out.
How long you gonna be here, nigga?
Yo, he's still here? Hey, yo, big dog. Hey, yo, big dog.
How gotta go? Nah, we're keeping that. How gotta go, yo? Sorry.
That's when things get a little tricky. And sometimes you let things slide when your in-law may move in to help.
The mother.
You know the mom. It's your mother-in-law.
You and your brother are trying to move in the crib. And this is, we don't know if this is true. We just talking about if the mother and the brother are moving into my shit. We just got married. We ain't been married 3 years.
How big is the house? Does he own the whole cul-de-sac?
I don't care how big it is. I never want to see your brother. Once we get married, your brother don't exist.
We go through that through the preliminary stage.
Nigga got our time limit at the cookout.
We cool with the brother when we try to get the box.
You don't have no brothers no more.
Once we get the box,
I love my
we
brother-in-laws.
good. Yeah, stop looking. I don't care about that woman right shit you on these days.
I don't know.
I'm on your ass, man.
I don't know that I want to live with him, but
You don't have a choice, because the Dominican, that whole thing,
Family unit.
Yeah, they you don't have a choice.
brother's
But
cool
and
as
again,
shit.
they both are
Yeah.
successful and they
He
both are
must-
famous
Hey,
running
hold
around.
up, she must listen.
they might.
Let her get his shit off.
What he said?
All right, so basically more of the same. They're talking about, they're speculating. Nothing for sure, it sounds like, yet on this situation, but
I mean, everything.
family moving in is causing
Listen, bro.
issues is what they're thinking.
Who
Who wants to live with the family if you're married?
We're going to move on from this shit because this is a long conversation. Everybody's speculating. But I can tell you right now, we don't have to shoot far from the tree, right? We just don't, because we know she's crazy. It's that simple. The woman's crazy. She argumentative. She said it comes from her mom. Her mom. All of them are fighting. What man wants to live amongst people who fights and argue and who doesn't know how to submit, right? So sometimes I'll tell you this right now, and then we can move. It sometimes can be the mother, okay? I dated women who mother are very controlling, and they can destroy everything. So you got to understand that when you get into a relationship with a man, you must let him lead, and you must separate yourself from everybody else. If you want it to be successful, if you want your relationship and your marriage to be successful, it's fuck everybody. It's all about my family, my new family tree. That's how you create a new family tree. And men, you gotta have pride, bro. You gotta sit there and say, no, it's not happening. No, don't let her talk, bro. Don't be a simp. Denied. Do not be a simp. Have some fucking balls. Grab your balls and say no. When she said, can my mom move in? No. Denied. Can my brother move in? No. Denied. Can my cousin move in? No. Denied. I don't care. Can my niece and my nephew move in? They don't have nowhere to go. No. Denied. Y'all men don't have pride, bro.
She got enough money. Just buy them a house down the block.
She don't
and
want
go visit
to. She'll
together
go broke.
You want.
Let me tell you something.
Buy them a $500,000 house down the street.
Listen here, man. We need to change this concept. Her money is her money. My money is her money. Fuck out of here. Let me tell you something. My money is my money. Your money is my money. Period. I'm the captain. I control the ship. You make $5 million a year, I'm controlling that. That's how kings move. You cannot let a woman be in a position of power. If she's the king and she holds the dick in a relationship, it's going to automatically fail. I don't care got time for that. If you're sitting on $5-10 million and she got $5-10 million. It's never going to work unless she know how to work Monday through Sunday, and then when she comes home, she acts as a wife. She takes her superhero robe off, and she submits to her husband when she comes home. That's very hard for a lot of women to do in the West, period. You're not moving in. Nobody's moving in. Fuck them. It's our new family tree. 2-3 years into marriage, and you motherfuckers already talking about a divorce. It's a disgrace. Denied.
I think it's hard for a man in his status, when you get to that status, when you have that much money, to have to settle.
Bro.
He feels like he should get exactly what he wants.
Exactly.
Otherwise, why? Because he's in a position where he should have options and he can pick and choose what he wants.
Bro,
and that's why he's leaving.
When you work that hard to come from what he comes from, no female's controlling any part of the steering wheel. And you got to understand, she needs protection. You're getting uglier. You're not staying pretty. You're getting uglier. I don't care how much you think money you got, it's going to eventually fade, right? You need protection and security. And what's best to get that from a man? Stop buying cats and dogs. Stop buying birds and fish. Because when the killers come in, those fucking things ain't going to do really much for you.
Stop it. Get some help.
And I approve this message. I do. You females need help. Security is so important for a woman. Look at America right now. They're killing women everywhere. We need to stop pushing American government that women need to be strong and independent. What the fuck are we talking about? They're killing all our young women. They're being kidnapped and murdered. They're doing disgusting things. And this is because this message being pushed where women don't want to be submissive. It's going to be dangerous. I'm telling you, the best stock in America is going to be pet stores. You better buy your stock. Buy it now. Trust me, buy all the stock, because the way things are going, women, 67 to 80% of women will have pets and not a husband.
Emotional, damn it.
They're not going to have a husband. They're not going to have a husband. They're going to have a dog. They're replacing husbands and boyfriends with cats and dogs.
Hello, your computer has virus.
And snakes. Okay? Get some antivirus protection. Please do it as soon as possible. Thank you for watching the Cash Money Dreams podcast. Like and subscribe. Follow us on every platform. Stay tuned. Every week we dropping a new episode. It's your boy Cash, man.